everyone, so this video review is for Shifting Nature by Jay. If you want to check out my review, I have just posted that, so if you are on YouTube, there's a link in the description below, and if you're on my blog, all the details are within the post. And this is the video review, so Shifting Nature by Jay. This was amazing, this is absolutely amazing. This is the second part of Faith and Tala's story, so it continues with their relationship entering new territory. They're no longer enemies. They are working to unite the humans and the Rasa when Faith gets this letter revealing a dark secret about Tala's past, and that is what then threatens to tear them apart. So this is the second part in the two-part saga that is part of the Shapeshifter series, but it can be enjoyed as a standalone story, these two parts together. And even if you haven't read part 1, you could still read part 2 and pick up enough information to know what's happening and what's happened before and what's going on now. But I totally recommend reading the first part of the book, because that's how you really get to know Faith and Tala. And I was very excited to join them again on this next stage of their relationship. Having gotten past that fake aspect and them developing real feelings for one another, these new threats towards them were really going to test whether those were true feelings, or whether it just been sort of a bit of a infatuation going on, and we all knew the truth, but it was all going to come down to a matter of the heart. And they were making so much progress until that damn letter turned up, and then Faith's doubt was creeping back in, and it was making me worry that she was going to do something or backtrack, and they were going to lose all their hard work, and they were going to lose their connection and everything. And I was so worried about them. But there was a lot of drama. When Faith and Tala were talking about this, because Faith did ask her about it, as she would, and she, in that moment, I sort of knew that Tala was going to stop at nothing to prove to Faith that she wasn't the monster that Faith had suddenly thought she might be. Faith didn't really wait for the explanation. She panicked, and she got herself in a situation that meant Tala was really then putting her life on the line to prove this to her. And I admired her so much for that, because there was so much danger for her. There was just a lot more in this story as well, and because of events, there was the chance for Tala to be introduced to Faith's daughter, and she was quite a little character, and she had met Tala, and then in this way that only kids can, was innocently unafraid and showing hope that the future being harmonious between the humans and the Rasa, because a child doesn't have the prejudices and the judgment that an adult does. Faith's daughter just loved Tala. She thought she was great, and there were all these then magical and unforgettable moments as they became a little family, and Tala finally found purpose, and she'd been chasing a purpose, but it just hadn't been the one that she thought, and what she'd truly been longing for all this time. And so she had a real sort of turnaround moment herself. But I loved every second of the second part of Tala and Faith's relationship and story, and I hope they're going to turn up again in future stories, because it's part of a wider series, so I'm sure they will turn up again somewhere, and I'm really excited just to find out what the future holds for them. So I'll pop a link in the description so you can grab a copy of Shifting Nature by Jay, which I really hope you will. I really enjoyed it and hope you will too. If you've read Shifting Nature, I would love to know what you thought of it, so please do share your comments. If you haven't read it yet, but you're planning to read it, or it's on your to-be-read list, so you're now super intrigued and thinking, yeah, I want to read that, again, please do share and let us know, because it's always great to find out what you're interested in reading. And if you do read it, I really hope you enjoy it as much as I did. Bye!